G'day and welcome. I'm the Grumpy Old Man and thank you very much for joining me today. All 13 subscribers of you. Still love you all. Great to have you. Today, let's talk about Harry Styles. Just recently, about 3 or 4 days ago, Vogue magazine released an issue and featured Harry Styles on the front cover. Let's have a look what the controversy was, shall we? Yeah, that's right. He appeared in a dress. Big deal. That's what I reckon anyway, but it's a bit of a fuss. So let's have a quick read and see what this is all about and find out why it became a bit of a fuss. If the internet is anything to go by, Harry Styles did something very controversial this week. He wore a dress. It's not the first time it's happened. It's not that controversial. The former One Direction star is the first man to grace the cover of Vogue magazine solo, and did so wearing a custom-made Gucci ball gown paired with the blazer. Inside the mag, Styles talked about how much he loves breaking down gender stereotypes in fashion. So have a look at the front cover. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't have a problem whatsoever, a bloke wearing a dress. I don't wear a dress. I'd never wear a dress. I'd have to be very pissed to wear a dress. I've been very pissed. Anyway. So what else? What's really exciting is that all these lines are just kind of crumbling down. When you take away these clothes for men, these clothes for women, once you remove any barriers, obviously you open up the arena for which you can play, he told Vogue. I'll go to shops sometimes and I just find myself looking at women's clothes thinking they're amazing. Of course, Harry's choice didn't go unnoticed, causing some outrage among elements of the conservative right-wing media. Oh, they're blaming us again. Especially commentator Candance Owens, who called for the return of manly men. And this is where shit hit the proverbial fan. Candace had something to do about it, say something about it. As much as I love Candace, I'm a big fan of hers, I don't agree with what she had to say here. So let's have a look. There is no society that can survive without strong men. The East knows this. In the West, the steady feminisation of our men at the same time that Marxism is being taught to our children is not a coincidence. It's an outright attack. Bring back manly men. Okay. Like I said, I don't fully agree with it. It's nothing new. Look, it's been around for decades and decades and centuries. You know, men have been wearing dresses, or dresses have been in style in some type of form or another for so long now. I don't see anything about it. It's just another bloke trying to get, or rather magazine, trying to get some hits, trying to get a bit of notice. But let's have a look on Twitter and find out what people have got to say. Some of the outrage. So this is Vogue's tweet back from November 14th. There's so much joy to be had in playing with clothes. I never thought too much about what it means. It just becomes this extended part of creating something. And I actually like this look. It's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like a snapshot. I mean, it's Vogue. But look, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. All I see is this is somebody trying to get some headlines. Vogue thought, yeah, we need, to increase our readership. Let's put a bloke in a dress on the front cover, and that's all it is. It doesn't offend me personally whatsoever. I've been in the fashion industry for so long now. This is nothing new for me. But apparently, quite a few people aren't too keen about it. USA will be behind from China since some radical liberal people can't distinguish their gender anymore. China has built strong military with masculine men. USA has built confused generations that they cannot even to protect their identity. We'll lose big if we have a war with China. James, this isn't the first time this has happened. It's been around for decades. We'll get back to this one a little bit later. Bring back masculinity. Yeah. Hooah. Yeah. I'm so confused. Like what? This world is so wicked and perverse. It's a guy in a dress. God, it's not like, some of the other dodgy things people are doing these days. Hollywood, pedophilia and all that. That's hitting the headlines. I think that's a little bit worse. Why does the music entertainment world push this? Jesus help us. Talking about Jesus, this guy says he wore one, and he's not wrong. He definitely wore a dress. It's probably some real proper name for what he wore, but let's go with dress. I wonder what this young teenage girl fan base think of this. I truly hope they haven't seen it. Oh, they'll follow him anyway. They love him. They love him. These comments are so toxic, men. Been wearing dresses and fluffy clothes for thousands of years. He looks great. You're totally correct. Been wearing for thousands of years, like I said earlier. But I would not call them toxic. This is what shits me about the left. Anytime there's any type of opposing view to the left, it's toxic. It's racist and it's all this crap rhetoric. It's not toxic. They just want men to be men, and that's fine with that. That's an opinion. Oh God, blimey! What happened to the manly man? I miss seeing just a good-looking, well-dressed man that's not in a dress. Sorry, just the way I feel. Lee, they're not everywhere. They're not walking around dresses left, right, and centre. Again, it's all about publicity stunt. That's what it is. It's take it for a grain of salt, just like I do. That's why it doesn't bother me in the slightest. I love this Harry. 2010, 2016. You were so cute. This Harry from now. Harry, you do not need to wear dresses to satisfy the industry, fashion and your fans. You are iconic with style that you had in One Direction, that style and masculinity that I've fell in love with. Yeah, good bloke, good looking bloke. We all were when we were young, weren't we? This is disgusting. Come on, Garmon. It's not that bad. Bro, maybe get some testosterone injections. Yeah. Nice. I love him, and these photos just put me off. Unless you are trans, I don't think you should wear a dress as a man. Yeah, but, women wear suits as well. They walk around in, power suits and shit like that. Why isn't that a problem? Why is that okay? Who cares? It's clothes. Not that you get me in bloody a dress. The F is this shit. Straight to the point. I can live with that. Just another example of modern urban illness. He needs to spend time with real men working on a cattle station and go hunting and camping a lot more. Yeah, all right. Why can't men be whatever they want? Hunting, shooting, fishing types. Hairy, hairless, artistic, silent, talkative, gentle, tough, tall, short. Hey, I'm represented. Short. Fat. Hey, double representation. Thin, feminine, or as hard as nails. What makes your definition of a man right just because that's the way you are? Live and let live. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you can wear whatever you want. There's absolutely no problem in, being who you are. Look, again, this, to me, it's just somebody. It's a company trying to get headlines, and it's work. I'm talking about it. There's probably dozens and hundreds of thousands and billions of other people talking about it right now, and so as you can see, it's all over Twitter. So here we have the actual front cover without all the writing all over it, and it's a cover. It's a front cover. I mean, you can't even really tell he's wearing a dress in the cover, just a frilly kind of top there, blowing up a balloon. I'm sure there's a reason for it. Probably had massive, boardroom meetings over should he blow up a balloon or not. But and he's one of him wearing a hoop. Again, to me the shot's pretty average, but it's no big deal. No big deal. But like I said earlier, this is not the first time it's happened. Let's go back just to last year at the 2019 Oscars. Billy Porter. I mean, look at this. This is a full-on gown. This is, to me, more feminine than what Harry Styles is wearing, and it looks awesome. I reckon it's a great looking outfit. And, you know, like I said, there's nothing new. I don't know why people are jumping up and down again. And, you know, the year before that, we got Tom Brown, his collection. They were all wearing, there was, I don't know, about a dozen garments, if I remember rightly. They were all wearing dresses of one form or another, you know, short skirts, long skirts, and that type of thing. That's, you know, 2018. And even, you know, 2016 as well. This one's from 2016. This is from a ready-to-wear collection. So, you know, that's already 4 years ago. And then, you know, the same year, we had Young Thug, who's a rap artist. And he did this creation. And I think the image is, you know, really awesome. It's a really great image. Young Thug. By the way, his real name's Jeffrey. You can see why I changed his name to Young Thug. It's a bit more memorable than Jeffrey. Maybe I'll change my name to Old Thug. That might be cool. Okay, and let's jump 6 years before that. This is 2000. Andre 3000, and this is a shoot that he did for the single cover for Miss Jackson. And you can see it's pretty cool. It's a really good looking picture. It's a dress. Looks like they've just grabbed it off the shelf, you know. I don't think it's a couture, that's for sure. I don't think they spend much time thinking about it, but hey, it's not new. But the thing is, this is 2000. This is already 20 years ago. Let's jump another 30 years to 1970, and this is David Bowie. And look at this. This is the front cover of his album, The Man Who Sold the World. Now, it was one of his first albums, if not the first, or maybe an album before that or two. I can't remember now. But the year it was released in the US, it sold a massive amount of 1,500 copies. That's right, 1,500 copies. So it didn't do much traction, but I mean, you can see he's wearing a full-on dress there in the picture. If you want a better look, here he is. This is 1970 in pop culture. And, you know, it's a bigger outcry now than it was, you know, in 1970. And that's, you know, it's all about trying to get, you know, hits. I don't know how many times I'm going to repeat myself on that. Hopefully not too many times. It's just clickbait. It's just people wanting you to pay attention. And this day and age, with you know, the short span of a generation, you've got to, you know, attract their attention somehow. But I mean, this type of stuff was really popular in the 70s. You had, you know, David Bowie and other people like Mark Bolan from T-Rex. They're always wearing boas and frilly clothes and those type of things, you know. And that was part of pop culture then. We didn't think twice about it. It was no big issue. We were fine with it, and you know, it was just there. And yet, it's, you know, like I said earlier, for some reason, Harry Styles, it thinks it's some groundbreaking new thing that's happening. You know, he's breaking walls down. Rubbish, mate. Rubbish. It's been around for a very long time. Anyway, a controversy, you know, a flash in the pan, you know, much ado about nothing. So anyway, thanks for sticking around. You have no idea how grateful I am for having you around. And in the meantime, bugger off.